No.
Hey everyone. This is Caine Harrison.
Damn it!
Chaos.
I tried to fuck him up.
Not this time.
To my left, I have.
No. Why? Why do we do this all the time?
Because it's my fucking podcast. You signed up for it. Say your damn name, who you play, and a fun fact about yourselves. Now you gotta talk more.
Fuck! No! Harold. My name's Crowe.
Did someone just bitch out on their own name?
And I play DeGale Darkcloud. The fourth.
The fourth?
Fuck.
What the fuck just happened, Crowe?
I don't know.
Okay, cool. Adam.
Wait a minute, you didn't say his fun fact.
Okay.
Yeah, I need the fun fact.
We'll get back to that.
Anime. It's great.
Fun fact. Adam.
My name's Adam Hollis, and I play Boldaius Halfheart. Anime is also great.
Damn, 2 fun facts?
Fuck yeah!
Hell yeah.
What a fucking cop out!
Can I do your fun fact for you?
Please.
Yeah, look behind you, Gary. I see the fun fact. It's at my peripheral.
Look how nervous you got when I said that.
I don't trust you. My name is Garrison Brown, and I play Zanis Verora. What is my fun fact, Adam?
This dude fucking loves Dragon Ball.
That is true.
There you go.
Awesome. I forgot to do the tweet. I knew I forgot something. I was doing shit, I'm sorry! God! I will send that tweet in a second. Or someone can tweet and I'll retweet it. As Hemo Wheelie is hijacking the Twitter, it's a little bit slower today. And with that beautiful intro, we still have a question. Question of the day. Is your character an iPhone or Android user?
iPhone, definitely.
I for intellectual.
I feel like he would be an Android phone because I've noticed a lot of people who have Androids are like, I'm better because I have the Android. But also iPhone people are saying blue bubble people. Anyway, continue.
DeGale would be an Android user.
I feel like he would have like a Nokia brick.
Oh, brick of a phone!
Whatever can survive the wilderness. That's it.
Boldaius would definitely be an Android user.
Alright.
Even though we all use iPhones here.
Maliciously. I think Vigil would use Morse code.
So Android.
Yeah, I can see that.
He would use an iPhone. It's just easier for him. Androids have a lot of customizability, and that scares him. I'd say your boy Alvar probably is an iPhone guy. And on that note, let's delve back in. As we jump back into the caves of Kraken, the last thing you hear while you are getting your wits about you, you are awake. You're awake from your
The ego death.
yes, from your taste of death. As you awaken, you're in the library, right?
Mm-hmm.
You both hear this ear-piercing howl. Ow! As it reverberates throughout the cave, instantly waking you up.
Do I recognize it?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Oh, shit!
Oh my god!
I hope you guys heard me because I'm loud.
I'm sure they did.
Oh, they did? Yeah. Well, Sonya literally said, poison pop. I don't know how internet works. I'm sorry, everyone.
I was very excited for tonight's session. I've been lording it over everyone. Anyway. So, yeah, you would not recognize this at all. Your bow, where would you be? Where'd you say?
They drugged me to the library with them.
Oh, with you? Okay, yeah. So you two are at the library. You can take a step back right now. We'll get to you in a second.
Bye, guys.
Unless you, you can stay in the seat. I just was letting you know that I'll get to you. As the ear-piercing howl reverberates throughout the cave. What do you do?
I look at him, realize he's awake, and go, I think we have things to deal with.
Who was that?
I have no idea.
So, you guys, the Dragonborns next to you are looking at each other, like very, very confused and surprised as well. And they just kind of look to you guys.
Well, come on then.
What are you waiting for?
And they gesture to you. So the red and gold Dragonborn will be following you. You still haven't heard them speak. As you guys are starting to take off towards where the howl is, you start to hear screams. You hear a cacophony of screaming, like shambling. You hear tears. You hear like babies and kids crying. And you hear one word. Monster! As these people are clearing out of this area that you guys are kind of approaching, you see blood on some of them. You see like blood splatters on some of their clothing. You see one guy who's got like almost like a kind of hanging like arm where it's like bisected on his shoulder a little bit as it's like torn to shreds. As you guys are approaching, are you doing anything?
I'm rolling a constitution check for myself to see if I throw up.
You have advantage on that. Or is it the blood thing?
It's the blood thing.
Okay, then yeah, never. You don't have advantage.
Well, I'd probably pass then.
Okay.
It's 16. Yes, 16.
Yeah. No.
What about my blood thing? Do I need to roll for that?
You are getting very excited about what's coming. Like it's almost like pumping you up. You're getting,
That's a problem.
yeah. You're getting super excited for the coming fight. As you guys are sprinting towards the area, you get there, and as you get there, there are 4 bodies on the ground of guards. They seem to be heavily armored in plate or half plate, where it seems to be shred to pieces, and you see tufts of hair on the floor, and you see nothing else. Other than the people scrambling and running.
I immediately cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. As Zanis disappears from view, do you make any allusion to you being there to him, or is it just
It's a
preservation? Got it. So you
I would
panic.
cast detect magic.
You cast detect magic. So is that action? It's an action, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So as you cast detect magic, you kind of bump, 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 as in the area, it kind of like the percussion starts to make things shimmer within 60 feet of you. You see, he actually lights up. You actually see an aura of him because he cast a magical spell. You can see the magic around him.
Okay.
You see Alvar and Vigil both shining with magic, and you see the tufts of hair that have kind of like, they're like, and I'm not saying like little tiny bits of hair. I mean, there's like, seems to be giant chunks of hair that are teeming with magic.
I want to pick one of them up.
Okay, you pick it up. When you pick it up, that do you still have the gemstone on you?
Yeah, that's all of it.
The gemstone is going nuts. It is making you almost feral just by touching this.
I'm gonna drop it.
Okay.
A little freaky.
Yeah. So the blood is exciting you. It's getting your your blood pumping and excited for the coming battle. You pick this up and everything just starts to go away. Like you almost like lose
Tunnel vision.
Yep.
Yep.
You like lose out and you can only zoom in on that. Roll me a survival check.
Ooh.
Do I pick up on this?
I mean, you see it happen.
Ooh, that's
What are you trying to pick up on?
19 plus 3, 22.
Okay.
Him damn near losing control just from picking up the fucking fur?
He doesn't like start foaming at the mouth, so it's hard to tell. It's more in his like he ran towards the tufts of fur, towards the bodies. So he's picking that up. He's kind of facing away from you, but you can see his shoulders as like his breathing is getting heavier and his entire body is teeming with energy. But you can see that. But that'd be about as much as you could tell.
Okay. Second thing is, I am scanning everywhere. I figure this is an ambush.
Roll me a perception check. You said 22. Going back towards the entrance, where you guys came from, you get a scent. You
Follow
see claw tracks, and you get a scent.
look
And the
at-
smell pisses you off.
I look directly at Zanis, and with like a just almost like fury, like bloodlust, and I just say, "It went this way," and I just start sprinting.
And
that
his
way.
red eyes are like, normally they're red, but the pupils are red, and they are like you can see the energy inside of them.
If you were to, you won't hear him probably because you already ran, but he just goes, yeah, okay.
As this, how big are you again? You're like, I know you're massive. You're like 7 feet something.
Yeah, I'm like 7'2", 320.
Yeah. So as that massive form looks at you, while you're invisible, you know what spell he casts, so it doesn't scare you that much. But
Well, it's a little bit just because he's like, he didn't realize, Zanis definitely wouldn't realize that would actually pick up on him and keep him aware of his positioning.
yeah.
So
Okay, then yeah.
So that scared the fuck out of him.
So you two start to kind of pick up on the trail. The gold and the red dragonborn are tending to the wounded immediately. They don't look like they're dead. They just look heavily fucking injured. Mm-hmm. As we come to you, everything is extremely calm right now in your brain. You were at the blacksmith. You're chilling. It was a hard day for you. Your emotions were very, very heightened. So it was hard to keep control of yourself. But you did good, for the most part. But something happened. Something inside of you let everything get really calm. As your body starts to transform, your mind kind of fades away into a third-person view, and you're completely aware of your surroundings. You become one with the nature around you. Everything around you, this cavern, you almost feel and sense everything 10 times to what you would normally. And as you do, 4 guards start to approach you. And without thinking, almost like a cornered animal, as they start to reach in and kind of try to, they don't look aggressive, but to you, everything is a threat. As they start to push closer and closer, you lash out. You have no control over this, you lash out. As you slice, their spears doing absolutely nothing but cutting the fur off of you. You cut through all 4 of these guards and run. The only thing in your head, Imura, 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 as you are going very fast. Way faster than you've ever gone before. On horseback, on eagle, whatever you've been on, whatever mount, this is matching it and faster. Something is telling you to get to the surface. And then there's something else telling you to get to Imura. This power, whatever you have right now, this can help your family. This can fix what went wrong. So what do you do?
Well,
Also, your intelligence is 3 right now. You're surviving purely off of instinct.
got it. As much as DeGale wouldn't want to hurt anyone.
DeGale's not here.
Right. He's more than likely accidentally hurting people on the way towards the door out.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's either pushing or throwing people out of his way. And then trying to reach the surface.
Most people are giving you a wide berth, which deep down makes you very happy for multiple reasons, whatever they may be, as there are a few children that are caught in the crossfire. As I would like you to roll me a wisdom saving throw to see if you do not murk some of these children.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's a 19.
Good. As you're bounding extremely fast forward, you get the scent of blood. Something that kind of makes you on edge because you know it's not you. You're really hungry. As your hunger starts to quell inside of you, you start to kind of zone in on it, and you see a child who has just fallen and almost gotten trampled and has kind of turned around and has a bloody nose. And as you're bounding forward, you almost stop for a second, and very unnaturally, as your mouth is getting closer and closer to the child, you jump to the side and you continue going. Back to you guys. You guys are hearing the screaming continue in the same way, in the same direction of the scent. As the scent is getting farther and farther away, what is your speeds?
30.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm full sending it. I saw dead people, and as much as I don't care for people,
Yeah.
shit.
You
Bro,
are in.
I'm like Shaq with an open lane right now.
So you both are seeing people dodging out of the way, running, feel like people that are trampled, people that are openly wounded, their backs are slashed.
If anybody gets in our way, I have Gust ready to try and
Got it.
get them, because they're probably moving already.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to cast it whenever I need to get them further out of the way.
Luckily, they would be going this direction, and though it is crowded in certain areas, because it is a favela-esque kind of setup,
Flashbacks.
everyone is running the fuck away.
Got it.
And so, luckily, you're not running into much, but you do kind of push them off to the side. A little forcefully, but it's better that.
Also, there's just a point after a minute of this running that all of a sudden another person just appears next to him.
Oh yeah, because you have no clue. You will, for this next portion, you will have an extra 5 feet of speed.
Oh, nice.
As you notice, he's moving not way faster, but a little bit faster than you've ever seen him move before.
Yeah.
As he's picking up speed, not getting tired. As you guys kind of get to the farmland in the open clearing, you see a few bodies still strewn about. None of them, they seem to be breathing, but definitely bleeding heavily. Mm-hmm. You see this large, hairy creature. You can't really tell what it is. It looks... Roll me a perception check. We'll see what you guys see.
22.
13.
So you see a large, very animalistic creature. You see something that's almost like a humanoid panther.
Huh.
You see legs.
Is it walking on 4 legs?
It's bounding on 4 legs, but it looks like its back is arched enough that you can tell that it's not supposed to be on 4 legs. It's just moved very quickly that way.
Are we still underground or are we back out?
You're still underground. This was all a run just to get to the entrance.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't Because you said farmlands, and I thought they were underground, but I wanted to make sure that I wasn't misunderstanding.
Yeah, you're good. So, as you guys get to the farmlands, well, it's at the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys do?
I say nothing.
Okay.
I keep chasing, but I don't say anything.
Okay. And which for you is probably this running for sprinting for over a minute.
Uh-huh.
It's probably been about 5 minutes of like hardcore running.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are just gonna keep chasing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any plan when you get to the surface?
Plan is to make sure that it leaves the town.
Got it. So, as they are chasing you, you don't recognize anyone chasing you. All you can see is the goal in front of you. And Mura is in front of you. As you are going full speed into the caverns, as the twists and turns are starting to... roll me a dexterity check with advantage. Because right now, you are a werepanther.
Dexterity check?
Yep.
17.
So, normally, this would be very hard to maneuver as quickly, but you not only knowing this route, but have these heightened senses, you are starting to go through these caves very quickly. You do not lose any speed. And you are going 70 feet per round, so 140.
Gotcha.
You are 10 feet faster than a riding horse. As you are booking it through. After about 5 minutes, no, the walk there is longer. About 5 minutes because it was a walk. It was a 10-minute walk. So about 5 minutes, you burst out of the well and you see Kohon, the middle moon, at its height. As you do, you feel fully empowered. Your energy rising, even stronger than it was before. It felt suppressed down there. Now the hunt begins. So you take off to Amuro. Do you do anything else?
No. Just full sprint.
Okay. I will say this. You, as an animal, recognize the terrain you're about to go into. You can either go to... let me pull up Discord real quick. Because you can either go to Siltandi... Or no, Enlisaville goes the whole way. I apologize. You can either go through Karekit for a little bit, more towards Siltandi, but you're going to end up in Enlisaville. So would you rather be in the more wooded areas or the more desert area?
The more wooded areas.
Okay. So you'll kind of like crest over the top as you're going to be at a full sprint. I would like you to roll me a constitution check with advantage. And what is your constitution?
That sucks.
My constitution is a 17. I rolled a 4, so it's...
With advantage?
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 4.
2 and a 4?
So that's 7.
7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it'll total to 11
Okay.
in this form. Wait, you're heightened. It'll be 14 in this form. Yeah.
Got it.
As Kohon is at its height, and you will have a normal roll on your next roll for Constitution, as you can feel Kohon energizing you and allowing you to succeed on this. You are starting to push through to Enlisaville, which, as you know, as everyone knows, it's a barren wasteland. There are certain cities that have very little. There's one city with a giant tree. Everywhere else has like little trees, little forests going towards the city, but that's it. It is very, very barren. And there are many monsters that roam, especially during the night, in Lisaville. So, what are you guys doing?
Have we broken the surface yet?
You will have at this point, which you would be nearly to the border.
Is that scent getting weaker?
Huh?
Is that scent getting weaker?
This the scent is getting farther away. It's not necessarily getting weaker.
Okay.
As the border is pretty close because you guys walked half a day here.
I know, still, Jesus.
Yeah. So,
As soon as I like look around, I make sure it's like out of the town. I like slow down to a stop.
yeah. Vigil and Alvar were sprinting behind you. Vigil will take a little bit to catch up. Alvar is keeping pace.
Do you stop?
Yeah, when I get to the surface, I'll stop.
You also, when Kohon is at its height, the feralness doesn't really go away. The kind of like itching hunger in the back of your head for raw meat is there. It is, everything is very heightened right now.
Okay. Look, see, Zanis, we have Alvar Vigil.
Yep.
Where's DeGale?
Yeah, where's DeGale?
I don't know. I didn't see him. He was at the blacksmith last time I saw.
Well, he's gonna have to catch up. And I go.
Well,
and I
hold
find
on,
my camel.
hold on. Let's think about this logically
Your camel?
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your donkey?
Yeah, my donkey.
Let's think about this logically here. There's only been one new resident to that town recently that isn't the people standing here. Monsters don't appear out of thin air.
His letter did say something. Remember he.
Crap, I forgot. He read it out loud. What did it say? I don't remember.
You did read it out loud, right? At one point.
I did, but it was more of a summary, and I left out a few pieces.
Okay. What did you leave out? So I don't. Because Vigil
It
read your
was
letter.
more just I was kidnapped by Drow,
Yeah.
and then after that, just
Okay. So, well, I read all of your letters. It was to make sure that there was nothing going on with the benefactor that was going to get us killed. Because I'm not technically under contract. Anyway, it seemed that there was some stuff going on. I don't know. I just know Imura is one of the places.
Oh, son of a bitch. He could make it to the bridge.
Oh no. That's really far away.
You see Boldaius?
Did you see him?
Yeah, no, I saw it. I am very scared of whatever that thing is. I don't know what that is.
If I would have read about where creatures at some point, right?
Oh yeah, you
Okay,
know,
you-
yeah, there's lore, legend. Probably
Okay.
as a kid, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
like how you did like mythology, like how we all did mythology. You
Yeah.
just read into that.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, where creatures are a thing.
Yeah, but I did. Wait,
I just point up at the sky.
didn't Vizalis say something about dirty blood?
Son of a bitch.
Oh. Are you okay? As Vigil's now getting an actual look at you as you're like almost like heaving. Not like out of breath, but like you're having to breathe and you're like sucking air.
Once
Yeah.
But also the adrenaline's not going away. You just have adrenaline all the time.
Zanis has been in his brain this entire time, like he's just been like, no, his physical surroundings have not been like on his mind. So as soon as he realizes that, he pulls his staff on Boldaius.
What are you doing?
I grab my staff.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
He was tracking our friend.
Are the mounts close?
They're in the town, which is like a few hundred yards away.
I'm just gonna beeline it to the town.
Okay. on the dust.
Alright, so apparently only one of us can function under a moon.
I mean, I'm doing just fine.
Outside of you two.
Sorry, I didn't know we didn't count.
I didn't say that.
I think we count. Anyway, we
Yeah.
ride!
Yeah.
Vigil is doing his like speed skip. As you get there first and you get on your camel. Did you name your camel? You could say no. Okay.
I was thinking of like.
What's the name on the fly?
Well, I was like, Turkish Royal would not be a good name.
As you get on
Shade Silver.
Shade Silver, the emo horse, you mount the camel.
I forgot.
You get everything, all the oats, everything. You're ready to go. You're ready to travel. You were ready to travel before you went down to town. So
Yeah.
I cast Speak with Animals as I'm running up,
okay.
and I just look at him. I go, "Look, we don't have a lot of time. We're in a chase.
Hop on.
Drop the attitude. It's
Okay. Sorry. Go,
I'm
get
very
on,
serious right now. I'm good."
Okay. So, as
This all happens in front of this is a verbal conversation in front of everyone.
Yep. As you
In Boldaius, Bloodlust, he looks back like, fuck.
one eye just kind of goes back to normal. Huh. Anyway, as the camel is at the front of this,
I
as
fucking bet those things can haul.
oh yeah, they can. Yeah. You guys also got like decent sized horses. Like you got okay horses, so they'll be able to basically keep step, especially since you're not hauling anything heavy. As Alvar and Vigil are riding on one horse. Wait.
Gorge.
How many did you guys get?
2.
They said they would walk 4. So did you only get 3 mounts or 4?
We got 3.
3. Okay. So Alvar and Vigil would be on Gorge. So the chase begins. So now we're gonna be rolling skill checks.
Great.
So first off, you get to go first.
So like, how far am I? Like,
So you had just gotten to the border of Sultandi where you're downhill. You went down. So basically, you had to go uphill, and now you're going downhill. So your speed is increased very drastically.
gotcha. What am I rolling?
That's up to you. What would you like? What, in your narrow state of mind, what would you like to do to get there faster?
As I'm running down the hill, I would be like trying to like push myself off of anything like a rock or a tree.
Okay. Would you like to use acrobatics or athletics?
Would be acrobatics.
Okay. So,
But
what is your normal plus to acrobatics?
+4.
Plus 4?
It's just my dex. So.
Oh, plus 4. Okay. So add double your proficiency to that.
So it would be a +6. It's an 11.
You said it was a 4. Double
Yeah.
your proficiency to 4. It'd be plus 8.
Got it. Okay. So 13.
What?
13.
13? Okay. How are you guys trying to keep pace?
Well, I'm trying to like. Can I? If I ever lost the scent.
No.
Okay. Just following that and pushing my camel.
So if you would like, oh, sorry. I have to retweet this. Okay. Oh, I did the wrong one. Anyway, so you have to do a skill. We're doing ability checks here, so you have to figure out a way. So, the distance is still far. He is still faster than you.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do to gain ground?
I want to roll perception on the landscape
Okay.
and see what would be the shortest point from A to B.
Okay. I would like you to roll me Either perception, survival, or nature. Your choice.
L. Maybe a 9 for perception.
Total?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's the difference there? 4? Okay. So, I'm going to write this down. Okay. So, as your scent is guiding you in a very specific direction. And you start trying to look from A to B, but while on your camel, it's hard to tell because now it's going into wooded lands.
Yeah.
In a little bit. So you're almost to the wooded lands, and you're trying to figure out the best way to go about it, and there doesn't seem any better way than the one he's going.
So there's no pathway through these woods?
Not really.
Gotcha.
So you kind of have to go on the outside.
Gotcha.
So it will slow you down.
Okay.
Anyway, back to you. What would you like to do? So now a different skill check. As you are trying to bound off of different parts of the forest, you're slipping off of some because they can't hold your weight or the amount of speed that you're going at a certain angle. So what else are you trying to do?
As realizing that some of the trees are a little bit thinner, or seem to be a lot thinner. Just trying to keep at full pace, keep running.
Okay, so roll me an athletics check then.
Cocked. Wow. 6.
With the +4 again, or +8.
Uh,
+4, sorry.
+4. So that's 8.
8. Okay.
No,
What are you guys trying to do to catch up?
I mean, I know he's got the scent, so I'm just trying to make sure that I'm in a direct line behind him so that way I can keep pace with him.
Okay.
I also don't want to get in front of him or try and be on next to him. I don't want to accidentally mess anything up by not having a clear pathway.
Okay. What would you to try and gain ground? You have to make it an ability check of some sort. Because if you don't, he'll just outpace you. So this is
My only thing that I could say is that Zanis would be looking for any way, trying to think of because he's well traveled, trying to think of any maybe shortcuts or something, anything that he can remember.
Roll me a history or nature check.
History. That is 23.
So as you see, Boldaius is heading straight towards. There's an area where there's a river. Your mounts will not do well in that marshy land. Mm-hmm. So do with that information as you will.
Boldaius, there's a river. You need to not that way.
Which way?
For the left.
I skew left.
Okay, cool. So so you said 23.
Mm-hmm.
You got an 8.
Yep.
Ooh, buddy. He now comes into visual as you see he is bounding up and he is just getting to the border of Enlisaville. And this chase is taking it's been probably 30 minutes. Maybe an hour. It's kind of hard to tell.
As soon as he comes into view, I will be trying to get an Eldritch Blast off at a leg.
He's not within 100.
Not in range
He's not
yet.
within 300 feet. He's about half a mile away. You can just see him
Okay.
bounding. Even
Well,
in the dark.
as soon as he comes into range, then I just let you know that ahead of time.
Cool. Because you can see with the Zeta and with the red and blue moon, kind of giving this side, light, with Cohon over the middle. It almost seems like a cloudy day, like a cover of clouds. That's how bright it is outside, with Cohon at its height. So you sense the presence of hunters on your tail. What do you do?
I would instinctually look back, but I can't recognize who they are. So, as of right now, I just feel like I'm being chased to be hunted and killed. So I keep running as far as I can.
Give me some sort of roll. What are you going to roll for? You've already done athletics and acrobatics. It's going to be a different roll.
Yeah.
You could do all sorts of things.
What about a nature check?
You want to try and find a good path?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You're trying to look at the kind of like bends and the kind of terrain you're around and seeing if you can manipulate it at any point.
That would be 18.
18. So you're about to start going downhill, and you're going to be great downhill. But you do recognize that's a lot of forward motion going down. So while going down the hill, you're going to kind of prepare for that and leap at that last point, do a roll, and keep bounding. What are you guys going to do?
Is there any kind of like shortcut that we can see? Like, is he just going straight, or is he veering off to anywhere?
He seems to be veering off now. He seems to have found something in the dirt or whatever that works really well for whatever form he's in right now.
Okay.
And he looks panicked. Like he
Veering
might
left?
be going faster.
Okay.
Yeah,
Veering left.
a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. I want to take like a 30-degree angle
Okay.
to my left and just try and
Try and cut him off.
try and cut him off a little bit.
Okay. What do you roll for that? Roll for physics.
Performance.
You tell me how this is performance.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, like, you can tell me exactly what you want to roll, but you have to convince me of that roll.
And what?
A wisdom check for like maybe survival.
I can see survival. Have you done survival yet? Your team?
Did you do survival on the first one?
I don't think since we started
Then
doing
you're good to
this
go.
chase.
Yeah. Roll me that survival check, buddy.
Fuck.
Bro, I can't
7.
carry forever.
7.
Woo. Okay. He is gaining ground as you do try to head him off, but as soon as you almost feel like you're about to start getting more and more traction, he veers right really hard with a large leap that seems to be almost 40 feet as he rolls and continues bounding through. You do still seem to be getting ground, it's just very slowly. As we go on to the next leg. Sir?
I'm going to try to see, like, I'm trying to perceive, use perception to, like, see if there's, like, a better path for me to go and
Roll me a perception check.
Wow.
That one?
No, it's a 2.
Oh.
So that's 9.
With the +4?
Yeah.
Okay. As you're trying to look for a better spot, and you're like, okay, I know what animals these are that they're trying to track me with. I'll go to a marshy area. There are no marshy areas around. So you kind of like spend a second slowing down, trying to look around and trying to get a better idea of what's going on. And while that's happening, what are you guys doing?
I would like to try to, if I can, roll a stealth check to take a more direct path to the bridge.
Okay. You're
I
trying to
want-
peel off?
Yes.
Okay, if you're trying to peel off, roll me a stealth check.
21.
Okay.
Or wait, no, that's wrong. 23. Again.
Alright. What'd you get? 9?
Yep.
So you are keeping the same pace.
I will also yell, stick with it.
So he seems, as he yells, stick with it. You seem to be gaining a little bit still, since he seemed to slow down a little bit, and you're making a lot of room. All right. On to the next leg. I need you to roll Constitution checks for your mounts, and you to roll a Constitution check.
Like a different
13.
That's the number you needed.
I rolled an 11. Plus my con or the camel's con?
19.
The camel, but it'd be a horse.
So it's like what, +1 or something?
It's probably like a +2.
Okay, so
It's a +1.
13. Okay, so it'd be 12.
12, what'd you get?
19.
Your horse is starting to get tired.
That man's used to the desert.
Yeah. As soon as he gets to like this bear, it's almost like the difference between like in the sand, he was doing great. Now it's on like this hard clay. It's not his.
Feels weird on his joints, man.
Yeah, no, it's really it's just aching.
Achy, yeah.
So your camel will get a point of exhaustion. You guys will not. We'll roll for the boys. He rolled exactly what he needed. So, what would you like to do? As they're still on your tail.
Try to keep running.
I need to roll, buddy. Find something.
Fucking animal handling, sure.
How?
There's not really another check for me to like actually be able to use to like for what it feels like, because I can't really.
You roll a history. See if you have any memory of the area.
You could roll religion and try and get in touch with Kohon, the moon, energize you more.
Okay.
Crowe didn't like that, but alright.
Oh, what check?
What do you want to do? You trying to tap? If you're trying to tap into your feral side or gain more if you're trying to gain more control, you could try an animal handling check. If you're trying to get in touch with Kohon and harness this energy, roll a religion check.
Try to roll deception. Master said.
Thought about that.
That's a good idea.
You could roll performance and try and.
Why are we helping him?
You could roll performance and try and draw animals to here or monsters.
Okay.
You got options, my guy.
Okay. It's a fucking rainbow.
My lucky charms.
I'm going to howl and try to attract anything that's nearby.
Okay. Roll me a performance check.
Okay. That is a 18.
Alright. What are you guys trying to do? As you do hear him give out this howl, but it's different than the first one you got. The first one was very lupine. It was very werewolf. This is kind of more like almost like a very nasally howl.
I want to roll insight on the howl.
Okay.
See if I can like pick that out from any other different howls I've heard.
Roll me an insight check.
Well, do I roll my own now? Because
17.
Okay.
because we've been switching off every leg.
Yeah. No.
But now that I'm peeled off, do I need to?
You're not going too far away. You are splitting still, but you're not too far away. Let's just keep it with the way we've been doing.
Okay.
Are Oliver and Vigil, which are they following anyone or are they keeping middle?
They're keeping with you because he said to keep at it, so they're just following you guys.
Okay.
What did you roll?
18.
You beat him by 1? Okay. You recognize as you're rolling as you're trying to gauge what this howl means, you're recognizing that it's trying to attract attention, and that he might have the best odds at getting to this creature.
Okay.
So you can continue on your path to continue to draw attention, and it would leave him in a better position, or you can try to change trajectory and keep you both at a general position.
Well, first I want to shout back to Albert.
Yep.
Say, he's calling for friends.
No, the fuck he's not. As you see Alvar, if you're still looking over your shoulder, you see Alvar say something to Vigil, jump off, and you see him turn into a large Bengal tiger as he starts to bound towards in the same direction. So he's starting to keep pace with your camel, and he's getting a little bit of speed because of a fun exploit in D&D 5e. As you see this creature start to slither up in the distance past you, you're barreling past it. It doesn't have enough time, but it sees you guys, and you see Alvar. We'll see what he does. You see Alvar basically T-bone this fucking giant-looking snake. It looks like the snake is probably a good 30 feet long, and its body seems almost very bug-like. Almost like it has pincers like a beetle, and it has large claws like this, almost like praying mantis. It looks like an abomination. As he comes on and fucking decleats its ass and is spinning around like in a death roll as he's grabbing it with his jaws and just wrenching it around. So he will be fighting that for the rest of this.
Okay.
But you will not lose much traction at all.
Okay.
And you'll be gaining towards the bridge. So, what would you like to do, sir?
Okay, I want to use sleight of hand, but I'm going to try to dig pots of hole into the ground.
You're gonna be throwing dirt behind you?
Yeah.
To make potholes?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I fucking love
That's so cool.
Crow's over here I can't do anything else!
And Crow's brain blast. And the world is open to me.
Oh no! He did it.
Alright, what is
That's
it total?
funny.
With the +4, what is it?
It's a 20. Wait, that's a sleight of hand, right?
Yeah.
That is 26.
26?
Nope, sorry, 28.
28?
Crow's gonna kill a horse.
Fucking nat 20.
Sir? It's your turn.
I would like to roll animal handling to encourage Shade Silver to keep going, because I know you said last time he can always understand me. I just can't always understand him.
Yeah, all animals can understand you.
So I'm just going to be shouting at him, "We're almost there. Keep going."
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh yeah, that would be persuasion, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because you're actively talking to him and not trying to push him in any way.
Oh, and I think that's. Hold on. I think that's one of the ones that I have all the time. Yeah. So that's a 19.
19? Okay. So you start to notice that he is digging up giant mounds, probably a good 3 feet. As you say this, your horse and Vigil's horse hear this. And your donkey, sorry. Start to they hear this in the distance. You do notice that it's kind of split off a little bit, but it's still behind you, and it's hard to tell because you're digging in the fucking dirt. But you do notice that there's only. You did see something attacked that snake bug creature. So there's a lot more things going on, which puts you even more into panic mode. As you are picking up these mounds, I'll need because you rolled so well, as you guys are going through, roll for gorge actually. So Vigil's horse is going to hit one of the potholes, and and fall off to the side. So the chase is just you two, for now. I mean, Vigil will probably heal the horse and get it back. You can assume, but
Thank God he's
not
got
for this
mercy
chase.
spells.
What?
Thought we were gonna have to mercy kill a horse.
No, he's got little hands, dude. He's a paladin. He's a palabro. As you gain a lot of traction here, and you're kind of figuring out how to run in this dirt without just kicking up a bunch. Which you guys do notice, there's kind of a dust cloud behind this feral creature. As you guys are tearing through Enlisaville. So this chase at this point would be getting around 2.5 hours. About every leg is about 30 minutes. So 2.5 to 3 hours. I'll need a constitution check from everyone. Well, your horses, yeah. Oh shit!
It was an 18.
You're getting your second
and rolled
wind.
to a 7.
No.
We got a 16 for Shade Silver.
So it's 8.
So
That sucks.
Shade Silver just beat it. It is exactly a 16.
My boy is fucking going.
Dude, he's fucking hoofing it. Ha. But you
pays to
feel,
make friends with
you
your
feel
animals.
the donkey is starting to slow. It's starting to get very tired.
How far is Zanis from me?
Zanis is a good 300 feet to your. Have you been still splitting, or is it?
I'm going straight for the bridge. I don't care how far away I get from
Okay, so it's been kind of like weaving in and out, but he's been around 300 to 400 feet. It's hard to gauge distance from where you're at.
And if I know there's a...
He's within shouting range because you're very
Yeah.
loud as a bard.
Please don't blow out the microphone.
Zanis!
What?
My mouth can't take this anymore!
Then peel off!
What?
I mean, you can start running yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off and
Okay.
just start sprinting and lead it. So,
You're gonna carry. The
no, I'm just gonna lead it. Like,
No, I mean like you're gonna like yank the camel along because you'll. It's fast and you're.
I mean, is its walking speed like equal to my running speed?
Yes, but it's exhausted, so it's half speed. So
Okay.
you would be faster.
Okay. Vigil's probably pretty far back.
Yeah, Vigil's gaining ground.
Okay.
You might be able to trade mounts.
If I look back,
Yeah.
how far is he? Can I see him?
He's a good 200 feet behind you.
Alright, I will keep... Nah, I'll just stay with my camel. And I'll just... When he gets pretty close, I'll just...
Okay, do a little tandem.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you guys will be rolling separate. What are you gonna roll
Do some
to
Pony
get this?
Express type shit.
Yeah. How are you gonna hop on this this horse?
You know, proper technique. One foot in, swing the other one over.
All right. And then what are you doing?
I would like to try and get whoever the fucker in my head is
Yeah.
to help me catch this motherfucker.
Roll me a persuasion check. And I'll be right back. I have to go pee real quick.
Yeah. It's 21. I'm coming for that ass, Crowe.
You can't catch me.
I've never rolled this consistently well
I know.
ever.
Right now, Crowe's like that fast kid in the neighborhood who always wins a fucking tag.
I went out of my way to befriend something and it is fucking paying off. The gods are giving me rolls.
Can't wait for all of them to fail. No.
I rolled 2 19s, and I've been shafted every single time since.
21.
I sit down to pee. What?
21.
Okay. Okay. You feel the spell Longstrider start to take effect on anything of your choice within sight.
So can I see him?
Yeah, he's within sight.
I put it on him.
Okay. So what would your movement speed be at right now?
My movement speed?
Yes.
Before before Vigil would get there, it'd be like 30 feet. That's my speed.
30, but then you had the 5 from.
Oh, right, so it'd be 35.
But with Cohon, where it's at now, you get an additional 5, so you're at 10, so you're at 40.
Okay.
Plus Longstrider, you're at 50.
Nice.
You're about the same speed as his horse.
Okay.
Yeah. So you feel
Well, fuck the horse. I'm just booking it, bro.
the donkey, sir. As you.
You a donkey or a camel? We keep switching.
Oh, it's a camel, but it was called a donkey.
Okay.
Yeah, originally. By the crazy lady.
Sorry for
in
Oh,
anyone
right.
just joining. So you kind of like are pleading with this entity inside of your brain. If there's any use for you now, fucking do it. As whatever you. What do you say? What do you say, sir?
I just am like,
I don't speak for the man.
look, all right. You don't want to help me, fine, but help me catch this thing. It's important.
Please.
Please.
As you say that, the shadows from your from almost like your chest, your form of dread, start to apparate in front of you. Are you casting on your horse as well?
Can I do both?
Yeah, I said you can cast it on anything within sight.
Oh, then Vigil's horse, him, and me.
Okay. So you or your horse?
Or sorry, my horse.
Okay. I am super fast. Go on, horsey.
Sorry. Shade Silver, Vigil's Gorge, and Boldaius.
Got it. So as you do this, you feel your form of dread start to apparate, and you get that same chill down your spine. Everything's starting to, your skin starts to crawl.
He's like, does it have to be like this?
But instead of your form of dread actually coming out, you see your emo horse get very emo. His hair gets very long.
Yes!
His
It does
hooves-
the anime power up.
Yep.
His fucking hair grows.
Yep, his hair grows. It's yellow. It goes as his hooves start to almost blend in with the shadows themselves and leave this ichor behind. Boldaius, your eyes completely go red. You can see his red eyes from as far as you are away. As almost something inside of you starts to sprint. You don't. Something inside of you starts to sprint towards the scent, and you can see shadows behind him. Almost like whenever something's moving really quickly in a show or a movie where it's like that kind of like the shutter effect, except it's like black, like shadows. As you're sprinting faster than your shadow can keep up with.
That is the coolest
so
fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yes.
As you're sprinting forward and Vigil's horse, as it starts to just fucking hoof it once again. And don't you forget, Hemawheelie is leading the pack as he is caught up. Who is...
If Hemawheelie catches you and stabs you in the toe, I will lose it.
You know, I would be like honored to be
As
stabbed by my.
As
Really brings him out of it.
Hemawheelie has been waiting where you guys originally were, and then saw you guys run, was confused, thought about who had the rod, and then started to catch up. He's dumb. It took a while to think. The cogs clicked. Your boy is here. And so, Hema, on his little wheel that seems to be heavily treaded for this area, as he's... You hear...
You just see this little fucking thing like bobbing and weaving in and out of the grass.
Yep.
It's like very sand.
Wait a minute, could I see him before I cast Longstrider?
Roll me a perception check, sir.
There's a 14.
You see, it is pretty bright outside. You see a little, like, silvery silhouette in the moonlight.
I take a guess and I do it.
As you see,
Because would I be able to hear him too?
I mean, he's yelling, "Yee!"
I
'cause he's
feel like
going full speed.
that one I would probably hear. So I'd be
This
like,
is the first time you've heard him go full speed because he's going. Before he was having to wait and slow down for everyone. This is him going full speed. You see him going "Yee!" through all of this like savannah-esque like flatlands. He is going way faster than his shadow can keep up with. You see the projector start to like shunt from spot to spot as he's booking it full speed. It is actually matching you in speed.
He's gonna get bigger, dude! Oh my god.
He needs a motorcycle.
He is the motorcycle.
Let's
So,
listen to a transformer.
with Himawili inspiring his crew, what are you doing as you hear behind you?
I'm going to try to connect with the moon.
The moon, okay.
Yeah.
Roll me a religion check or persuasion.
Or persuasion.
Okay.
Because my religion.
Roll
is
me this.
And also, isn't your intelligence 3 right now?
shit. Yep. Forgot about that.
What'd you roll? Sorry.
12.
For what?
Persuasion.
Plus 4?
Yeah.
Okay. You are starting to tap into it. Wait, you were talking to the moon. You have advantage. I apologize.
Okay.
You were doing the moon thing. You are a creature of the night. Never
Good thing
mind.
You gave him advantage.
No. Okay. That's not.
He's like, nat 20. I'm a cheater.
No. Okay. It was a 1.
Oh?
And then I was like, it looks cocked as it was on other dice, so it's only 2 better. So 14.
14? Okay. What you guys trying to do?
Still booking it for the bridge. I know where he's going, so.
Okay.
Yep. Just.
Okay. Are you staying on him, or are you trying to weave off to the bridge?
I would just be following Zanis at this point.
Okay.
If I see him peel off,
if it was
I'll yell the
terrifying
vigil to
thing.
stay behind him.
Okay! And his vigil's horse is going very fast.
Fucking terrifying. A red-eyed orc running.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No.
Oh my god.
I'm fully aware of this giant monstrosity that is
If
approaching.
anybody sees us, we're gonna get the cops called on us. I don't care if there aren't cops, somebody's gonna call the cops.
5-0 better pull out.
So what are you guys rolling? What are you gonna roll for? Now you're together again? Adam?
I'm rolling performance on my sprint, bro.
How?
Form.
Roll it.
I was gonna say that's exactly what I was about to do. Is I was about to go performance. I was about to go performance because he knows how riders like
Yeah.
go to ride fast. He just hasn't done it before, so we would start trying to imitate.
Yeah.
5 + 4.
21. You can add your +2 to that.
+2.
Yeah.
11.
I forgot what you rolled. Okay. And what'd you get?
14.
Okay. As you are improving on your form, it's starting to slow you down because you're kind of ridding yourself of your feral adrenaline, trying to think about what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like instead of moving autonomously, you are now moving on purpose, and it's slowing you down.
Okay.
Not too much, but just enough to
So
where
from 50 to 45.
yeah. It's like 47.
Yeah.
As you are gaining ground.
So,
Once again. As you guys are running, the land in front of you seems to shudder a little bit. You guys, what's your highest passive perception?
15.
It's 15, 14, 13, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You guys don't notice. But on this last leg of the journey, you can see the bridge to Etoile. What are you guys doing on this final leg? It is high tide. The bridge is not there because it is high tide.
I know what a cornered animal will do.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you want me to roll for that because I would know what just of cornered animals. But I'm like, we have to beat it to the bridge.
The bridge is open, right?
No,
Like
it's not there.
covered in.
It's covered in water.
Okay.
It's like, so essentially,
I thought you said you can see the bridge. I was like, so it's not covered yet.
no, you can see where the bridge would be. Sorry.
Got it.
But You can see the mountain of Etoile far in the distance, like miles and miles away. But bitch. What are you gonna roll for me? What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? You see Etoile in the distance. You also see mounds of water in front of you.
He's a cat. He doesn't like water.
Fuck off.
He's a werecat.
It's still a cat.
Cats don't dislike
Is there?
water.
Yes, they do.
They hate it.
But they'll go
You have
for
3
it just
intelligence.
fine.
You have enough to keep yourself alive.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Because what I would do is that I would try to cast levitate on myself to go.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
With this, use your intelligence,
Got it.
not your werewolves.
Don't worry, it's only a +1. 12.
Plus a +4.
Fuck. So 15.
What?
16.
No, 15.
Did you roll an 11?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, yeah, because you have the +1.
Yeah.
Got it. Wait.
That's still 16.
Yeah, still 16.
But
I was like, wait a minute.
Sum that up.
Are you?
16.
Okay. What?
Nothing.
What you guys doing? You're not within range of counterspell.
You don't say. How far does like the area where the bridge starts? How far away does that look? At the pace we're
A
heading.
good mile in front of you.
Good mile.
A mile in front of him.
So okay. So at our pace, how long would that take us?
With how fast you guys are going, it'll take you like a minute and a half
Okay.
to get to where he's at. 2.5 minutes to get where, like 3 minutes to
Okay.
get to the bridge.
I'm gonna thump my bongos
Okay.
and give bardic inspiration to me, Vigil, and Zanis.
So you only have one action, and it's a bonus action, but you only get.
Oh, gotcha.
I was letting it go
do it all
before.
at once.
I was letting it go before because I was just like, oh yeah, you can do that
Yeah,
because
because we're not doing shit.
yeah, because you can just do that progressively.
Gotcha. I'll do it for myself for now, and then
Okay.
as I go, I'll just keep giving.
Okay. What are you doing, sir?
I'm sprinting, sir.
Give me a roll.
Athletics.
Yeah, you haven't done that yet. Shit.
Yeah.
Are you raging? Are you rage running?
I haven't been this whole time.
Okay, just curious. Continue.
That's a dirty 20.
That's it.
Damn.
Are you adding your bardic inspiration to that?
No.
Okay.
I hit my fourth quarter game speed. I'm like,
This is my time. So when you cast levitate, do you keep momentum?
I don't.
Because I'm pretty sure you just in the air. Because I know you cast it on Jake and we looked at it.
fucking Jake was like, what are you doing to me?
Jake was like, down. Down, boy.
What?
What? What the fuck?
Never mind.
Do you need a...
I don't have it actually.
What? Okay, so you can't...
Wait a minute, so
I'm so confused. What?
you used it once.
I know. I'm fucking lost.
What happened?
What? Was it?
Was it from an item?
No.
No. Well, it doesn't even say you can learn it. Do you have a dragon mark? Crowe was on a different spell list. Crowe was like,
I think it's.
Is it a
The old-
air genasi thing?
I think it's the old Air Genasi thing.
Ah. We are professionals.
We're great. Yeah, I think it's the. Fuck it. I don't cast it. I try and then just fucking fail. So.
So you can move up and down as part of your move, but you can't go left or right.
Yeah.
Or forward and back. So let's just say that you did cast it. As you recognize in your brain, this is not going to go well for you. So you're like, I'm just going to... Now I want to jump really high. So you go about 20 feet in the air, but you stop at the edge, floating above. Your werewolf self does not know how to react to this, as you guys will catch up to the were-panther that is thrashing about in the air, very confused, as the last bit of humanity you had was reaching in, trying to bring you back and keep you from killing yourself, trying to get to Imera. As you see him thrashing about. What do? You approach. Your bloodlust is pumping.
Raging.
Oh yeah. You have the biggest rage boner right now.
Gotcha. So he's 20 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Alright, well I'm gonna stand right under him with my fucking great axe out and just wait until he comes down.
Okay.
Because I can't get up there. I can't do shit.
Hemawili is also waiting.
Would you two quit it? He's still our friend.
I'm gonna put him down. It
No.
needs to happen.
No.
Okay. I want my friend back.
Me too.
I'm gonna put him down.
I'm gonna get him back.
That monster
Okay,
ate him.
put him. No. That monster is him.
No.
A minute goes by, I just start to fall.
It's a 10-minute
Oh,
concentration.
fuck. I'm not concentrating on it.
Are you concentrate? Would you want to stay in the air as your air
As
genasi
of
boy?
right now, yes. I
Okay.
would want to be
Cool.
in the air.
Roll me a wisdom check. We'll see if you do concentrate or not. Because this is your last bit of.
Damn it. But what do I add to it?
Just wisdom.
This is just your wisdom.
Okay.
No +4.
Yeah.
'Cause this is you.
This is a 15.
As roll me d20.
Okay.
Wisdom.
They're 8.
Add the +4.
Fuck.
8 plus 4 is 12.
There.
Which one won? I wasn't paying attention.
The human.
Okay. You will stay aloft for the 10 minutes.
DeGale!
Roll me a history check, please.
Okay.
Because you have done studies.
23 again.
Non-silvered weapons will not hurt him. He will take on whatever weapons you have like a fucking champ.
Didn't he have the fucking silver weapon?
He had a silver dagger that Hemawili is pointing up at him.
Shit!
Oh no.
Alright, look. We need him to transform back because currently the only weapon that we have in our possession that could actually hurt him is that.
Hemawili's like,
Can't we throw him in the water?
No!
Vigil is now finally catching up.
Hello, Vigil. Do you happen to know any way that with your
He gets off the horse and
god or not god, whatever the hell, can you get him back?
How's he hanging up there?
I think he accidentally did it to himself, or maybe the human part of himself is trying to hold him there. I can't
Good job,
tell.
buddy!
Also, DeGale!
Nothing.
Like, as I'm like looking at myself from the third person perspective, I'm trying to talk, but all I hear is just growls.
After a little bit,
you see a cheetah is approaching very quickly.
Does he have the other horse that we left in the middle of the fucking...
No.
Shit!
Vigil has the camel.
Oh.
Sorry. He left him, and so Vigil was like, and so they were going. That's why it took longer, because he had to wait for the camel. I had that in my brain. I apologize. The donkey. I apologize. As the cheetah is turns back, and
That is fucking awesome. Can you help him?
yeah, I can. And he pulls out the bracelet that you guys had on you that nullified everything.
Oh.
The imprisonment bracelet.
Yeah, that would work.
All right. And he's
You're
like,
gonna jump.
big guy, lift me up. And he puts his foot. Roll me an athletics check with advantage, because he's gonna be. He's also not heavy. Roll me a acrobatics check to try and not get hooked.
15.
15? Okay. He'll get there, but he won't get any advantage or anything.
Also, while this has been happening, he's been letting his horse drink water from his water skin.
Oh yeah, the horses and donkey, awful. They are sucking air.
And then he's just going, good job.
Oh yeah, you can't hear it right now.
Okay, natural 1.
Perfect. As you're kind of like thrashing about, you don't even really see him get launched up at you right on your ankle. His form fades back into the air, Genasi. Concentration cut off. You're a night-night.
Yeah, I'm passed out.
Yeah. And whenever he lands, he'll look up and go to catch you. Do you try and catch him as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, he will catch him first. As he will whoop, and move him away from you
Okay.
instinctually. Kind of like whenever you're a wide receiver, you catch the ball and you hunker away from the hit.
Yeah.
He's doing that.
Secured on the catch.
Yep. And so he puts you on the ground and just kind of like stands there, just looking at everyone, trying to get a read on how everyone's feeling. How are you feeling, buddy?
Probably out of breath.
Yeah? The adrenaline's still there.
Is it?
Yeah, it's real. It's heavy hitting right
Heavy?
now.
Like worse than earlier?
Oh yeah, that scent is just everywhere.
Is this on his face?
You can't tell because he's sucking air because he's tired because he was sprinting that whole time. So it has gone away a little bit, but it's also the thrill of the hunt. The adrenaline is just like the aroma is just getting to you.
Yeah. I feel like my consciousness would definitely just be like, no, if that's a friend, but also like just that pure instinct and bloodlust.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do?
Just battling it out in my brain.
Boldaius, how would you go take a walk? As Alvar kind of speaks up, as he's like putting a hand towards you, and he's gonna cast Calm Emotions. You have to roll a Wisdom saving throw because your body does not want this. With disadvantage.
Okay. That's a good thing.
You have disadvantage.
Yeah. That's a 13.
Okay. As he casts Calm Emotions on you, you're calm. The crystal is pushing you towards DeGale. Your body's not moving, but everything, you're holding yourself back. Your brain is holding yourself back. Now you recognize what's going on with your body. What are you gonna do? Vigil finally kind of walks up. He's like, "Hey, let's go take a walk, buddy." And he's kind of like nudges your knee a little bit. He's like, "Come on, buddy. Come on. We got this. You want to hit me?" He's like holding up his armor like this. "You can punch my armor. It's okay."
I'm not even noticing visual right now.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But he's trying to like nudge you.
I'm just like deadlock with myself. Just
Okay.
like can't bring myself to move. Can't bring myself to walk away. Like can't step forward. Can't step backward. Just
Okay.
like everything in my body is like.
Alvar starts to
Battling
keep walking
itself.
towards you. He's like, it's gonna be okay. Roll me a perception check.
That's a nat 20.
So is mine.
Ooh.
As you notice right before lights out, his hands move very quickly to your wrist as you're completely unconscious. As you see, he puts the bracelet right on his wrist. As he's going up, you basically instinctually grab at his throat and it just hits the wrist as you... And Vigil catches you.
Little fucking fairy holding up.
Oh no, he like padded your landing. He did not catch you. He basically was like a trust fall exercise where he let the ground do most of the work.
Yeah.
He's like, eh. He's still very strong. He's
Yeah.
just tiny. As Alvar, for the first time, is like not panicked, but he's definitely collecting himself.
Brother's relieved.
You notice he's also fighting some feral instincts. Like,
Are you alright?
yeah.
I don't know if I can handle another one.
No, I haven't turned into an animal in a while. And when Cohon's in the air, it's.
Yeah, apparently it's a problem for a lot of people.
Yeah, well. Part of my circle.
Fair.
Gives me a big headache.
Anyway. Well, this is where I wanted to go. Not this fast, but
Yeah, that camel looks like it's about to die. I got it!
yeah, Vigil. Yeah, I was saying he was about to tell Vigil to go help the horses if he could.
Yeah, he's doing everything he can. The donkey and the horse seem to love him. Like all the animals seem to love Vigil. Mm-hmm. He seems to have a very, very strong effect on them. Well, that was fun. And he kind of sits on the. You guys are like on the cliff face. Like you can see where the bridge kind of lowers into where Etoile goes to, and he kind of puts his feet on the side of the cliff and kind of like lays down. Wow. That happened.
Yeah.
How you holding up?
Honestly, confused and dealing with a lot. Right now. You were not there for this bit. You know how I turned into the giant ichor thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So, to make it perfectly clear, I died, I think?
Yeah.
And something brought me back because I asked it to. I thought it was a god. Obviously, I was mistaken. And I asked it for help. I've done that before. I normally, at the best, get a chuckle. It made everything faster. It made him sprint with the speed of a horse.
He's looking at the passed out body.
Chest believe.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hell, if you're a druid, you should be able to talk to animals. They'll tell you that it happened to them too.
I believe you. It was hard to keep up. So, is your soul intact?
I have no idea.
Because what it sounds like is you made an accidental bargain. Oh, it was on purpose, but it was definitely not what you wanted out of it. that definitely needs to get handled. I think the benefactor can wait because you have your issues, but these two are,
A problem.
and we're already headed that direction.
Yeah, no, I had already shifted course. The benefactor will wait.
I think let's have a night's rest and then see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll get there in the morning. And he starts to cast Liam's tiny hut.
I cannot tell you how grateful I am that you can do that.
You know, I learned it from a friend. So he starts to kind of get the two bodies in there. When you get in there, it's completely temperate. It was kind of chilly outside. It was hard to tell because you guys are fucking heaving, and you're sweating your asses
I'm
off.
assuming that Zanis was cold. He never got off the horse.
Well, it's the adrenaline also keeps you. You're always cold, but you were definitely very human in that moment. But inside it is very temperate. It is comfortable. On the outside, as soon as he popped the bubble up, it looked like the waves. So it almost looked like there were waves crashing against the cliff face, as it's kind of like translucent. And with that, we will go to break, as we have many things to discuss in the morning.
Yeah. No shit.
So we're gonna catch a break, and we will see you guys when we get back. Probably, hopefully.
Maybe. Bye!
Oh, I didn't see you there. Welcome back. Hope you had a good break. And so, as we, I'm glad. Another Blue Moon, another indiscriminate beer was opened, and an indiscriminate green liquid, the orange citrus drink or whatever it is.
The dew from the Orange Mountain.
Sick. As we delve back into the world, morning will hit you all very quickly as you all hit the fucking deck. You two were already asleep. As Vigil doesn't really sleep, he is very tired and kind of like slouching against the side of the wall the whole time. Still kind of breathing heavily. He is in plate mail. As morning comes, the bracelets are removed from both of you. If you had any points of exhaustion, you may remove them from your horses as well. Your mounts. As morning comes, the sea breeze hits you. How close have you guys been to the actual coast?
I'm assuming Zanis has been there a couple of times. He's never been across the bridge or anything like that, but he's been around.
He wouldn't have been in Enlisaville's. So, like, there is a difference between the two
Oh,
coasts.
okay, then yeah,
But
no,
also,
I would...
probably wouldn't... It would have only been a few times. Because Zulapon's, like, the closer you are to being in charge is the closer you are to the coast.
Okay.
So he could have been towards, like, the north or south side of it, but never, like, where the capital is.
Yeah.
What about you? Never near the coast? Probably not. So the salty, like, the sea breeze is hitting you, and it is refreshing. As Liam's tiny hut closes, you get the full effect. The sun hitting your skin feels really nice. Everything, like, it is temperate. It's a little tropical. It's a little humid, not much. The breeze is kind of pushing everything more inland, as the smell is really what gets you all. As you all wake up from whatever dreams you may have been having, fever dream or not, the smell is clean. It's hard to get clean air from everywhere around there due to pollution or, in general, just shitty smells all around. It almost smells like the caves did whenever the purifiers were in from the Dragonborns, from Incorrected. Except it's better. It's just natural. As you all kind of like breathe that in, it's almost like whenever you smell like Christmas morning, like that like dewy kind of smell, like the fresh snow, that like clean air, just sprinkled with some like salty sea breeze. As you all wake up, you guys wake up very sore. Your haunches dead. You have never ridden a horse before. You have now. And you have scars to prove it, probably.
Oh, probably.
You got like blisters all around. It's a thing.
Man is chafed.
Yeah.
Do I remember anything at all?
You remember the coastline, looking down at the gigantic waves. Waves that are probably a good 300 to 500 feet. There are some that are a mile high, as they are going from really low to above the bridge and seem almost like to the coastline, to the cliffs. You saw that, and then the last thing you remember is feeling very weightless and determined. And then you're back. As you feel the bracelet tick, as he pulls it off, tick, both of you. Your emotions are your own. You are no longer heightened.
How much does Boldaius remember?
You remember the whole thing.
Okay.
You are very in control of
I didn't know
yourself.
if it'd be spotty.
From time to time,
Okay.
it's hard. You
Like
never.
probably during that last part where it was like something else running for me.
It was, yeah, definitely for sure. But it was a 4-hour chase. You guys were missing everyone's missing some parts of their memory, except for probably you. You probably remember most of it.
I have a very vivid memory of the entire situation.
You probably relived it all night.
I was about to tell you that he didn't sleep much. He probably only got a short rest. He was thinking constantly. He made sure to, at one point, at least say thank you, whether or not he got a response from the thing that helped.
No response. But you get a long rest because just because you didn't sleep that long, you still are relaxing and resting for that period. Mm-hmm. So you still get a long rest. But yeah, you look visibly tired the next morning. Everyone looks wrecked. You look visibly tired. So you all awaken. Vigil seems to be awake. And Alvar is kind of sitting on the coastline. Just looking out.
How did we get here?
You.
Oh, you're
You
awake.
ran us the whole way here.
Alvar will stand up from the coastline and then turn around, walk up to the group.
What?
You're a were creature.
I'm gonna walk away from the group.
Okay. So, as you say this, are you hiding anything on your face?
No, all my emotions just drop.
Is it disdain, disgust, anger? What is it?
Everything.
What's the main emotion that you're purveying is what I'm saying? Defeat?
Yeah.
Okay. You just see his entire posture drop, everything internalize. Nothing animalistic comes out, but it's just the most disgusted look on his face as he kind of turns away from the group and starts walking away for a little bit. Do you go to the coastline? What do you do?
I'll walk about 90 feet away from the group
Mm-hmm.
and go towards coastline.
Okay.
I'll plop down.
So you see him internalize a lot of this, but it's definitely visual as he tries to distance himself from the group and get a moment to himself. As Vigil kind of nudges you and he goes, "You okay?"
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, we gotta have a talk about that.
And he's just like stretching, just like, because I'm sure his legs are just
Oh
fried.
Oh yeah. Man's made of muscle.
Yeah.
Not built for running.
No. I'm just gonna go sit next to Alvar.
Okay. Yeah. Alvar was standing, but as soon as he distanced himself from the group, he'll go back and sit down, waiting for the conversation to come about again. So if you want to go sit on the coastline, he kind of sits. He's about like 30 feet away from you.
Okay.
He doesn't actively like get close to you, but he definitely sits down, kind of looks over to you for a second. Do you look at him at all?
No.
I didn't think so. And he just like kind of nods his head. Takes a pebble. Just tosses it. And do you go sit next to him?
Mm-hmm.
You go sit next to him. Vigil kind of comes over to the coastline too. And he like lays down where his head is over, but like the rest of his body is very anchored in as he's like looking very closely over as like a little kid trying to like look over the edge, see as far as he can. What are you doing?
Zanis will walk over and he'll start petting his horse, and while he's doing that, he'll try and reach out again and ask why.
Okay. Go roll me a persuasion check.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
19.
You hear the chuckle once again. And you get one word. He says, Ziggurat.
Deal.
So, do you just keep petting the horse, or do you go over to the edge with everyone else?
He distanced himself from everyone else.
Okay. After a good, 10 minutes, Alvar stands up. Still looking over the edge, and he goes, we do need to have a talk. We need to figure out what the next move is. So whenever you're ready, I'm going to go sit away from the edge. And when you're ready, we'll start talking. So he goes about 30 feet backwards, just kind of sits down. Vigil, still looking over the edge. He spits over the edge.
Where's Hemo Wheelie?
You don't see him. Until you open the pocket of one of the saddlebags on your horse. And he's just chilling in there.
What are you doing?
I'm sleeping.
You sleep?
No.
Then why are you in there?
It's a comfy pocket.
Alright, you can ride in the saddlebag.
Woo. I'm a spooky bot.
Aren't you gonna be taller than me soon though?
Oh, I should get out of the pocket.
As you see him and his little mushroom form start to climb out.
I help him out.
Whatever
I just
foot.
give him a hand so he can step onto it so that way I can just put him down.
Yep. He's really heavy. he's very dense.
Damn!
It's like when you go to pick up a 10-pound weight, but it's really 35 pounds. It's oh, shit. I was not expecting that. Not really heavy, but goddamn. And Hema Wheelie goes over to Alvar, looks at him, stares him down, plops down. He sits.
Why is he the living embodiment of the prison rule of go and fight the biggest guy in the prison the first day you get there?
Because he is the prison.
I'm ready to talk.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. He's just looking at Vigil. Vigil's just kicking up his feet now, getting way more comfortable with the edge.
He's gonna fall off.
No, he's smarter than you think.
I know, but I think he actually wants to fall off.
I think he wants to fly.
Fair.
And you see for the first, every time he talks about Vigil, is near Vigil, he's just everything drops for a second, and you just notice he's just maybe not his biggest desire would be to help Vigil, but it's definitely up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like his kid. You still on the edge, or you moving back?
Yeah, Boldaius is really struggling mentally right now. He's he doesn't like the bloodlust that is in his mind that he doesn't seem to be able to control. So he's never been to the coast before, and he's just trying to take in just the beauty of everything around him and just clear his head.
Okay. Sir, Air Genasi.
DeGale.
About like 45 minutes of trying to recuperate and get myself together and know on what just happened. So, that now I have to deal with this werewolf part of myself. I'll stand up, tap Boldaius on the shoulder. Let's go out of this talk. And I'll walk over to Alvar and Vigil, come on.
Yeah, okay.
Boldaius walks over like after he hit a heavy leg day and just like,
Vigil will try to help you up if you want it. He'll basically be a step stool. He'll be.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Anytime. I can be your crutch. That sounds bad. Anyway, and he starts skipping over to the circle. And he sits down crisscross applesauce and starts bobbing. Roll me an insight check. If you're paying attention to Vigil.
I'm always paying attention to visual.
6. This fucker's always happy. Something up with this bitch.
It's too happy.
Why is he going to be happy? He's got his rings ripped off.
For real.
Yeah, like what the fuck is he got to be happy about? He should be more pissed than you are. He should be a barbarian.
He should be.
Yeah, what the fuck? What'd you get? 4? Why is this fucker so happy? I'm miserable. He should be miserable. He doesn't have wings. What the fuck?
Yeah, as they walk over, Zanis just like looks him up and down.
He's sitting down.
Boldaius is doing the exact same thing.
What is your deal?
Why
Both
are
of you
always
probably
so
like
happy?
you guys both like look at him, kind of look at each other, like side glance and look back at him.
As soon as I say that, I would look over to Vigil.
Yeah.
The dirty 20.
It seems like he gets bouts of sadness, but he battles it with unending optimism because it has to get better. He's been rock bottom. Anything is better than that. What?
What is your deal?
I am the spirit of the team.
But why are you happy?
Ow.
How? Well, I mean, it can always be worse. I mean, I've been in some pretty shitty places. But I have friends, you're all alive, we have horses and a donkey.
That is a camel.
She said donkey.
Yeah, 'cause she's stupid.
It was a joke.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it was a joke. It wasn't. I just called it what I heard. I've actually never seen a camel. Wow. Sir, how's your hump? Is that supposed to be there? It looks painful.
No, that's there on purpose.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I just, it can always be worse. And if you're not going to be happy, well, damn it, I'll be happy for you. Somehow. I'll find a way.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Y'all a bunch of downers most of the time.
Does anybody have any alcohol?
I don't.
Not that.
I don't have. I was like, you handed it. You went to hand it.
Alva,
Yeah.
do you have anything to drink?
I actually don't drink, but I do have some stuff. And he turns around.
He's like, but I smoke.
He turns around and he hands you a bag. You open the bag, and it looks like some sort of like little like greenish pills. They're like little green like little green rocks.
can I smell anything that's relatable to that shit I took in that cave?
Yeah.
Cool.
It looks like almost like shards of glass.
What is this?
It's candy.
And what does it do?
And he reaches in and he grabs one. It makes things a lot more bearable.
I'm working on the trust that.
You're bearable.
Oh my god.
Alright, well, I will take notes.
As soon as you take it, you just got hit with morphine. Like, all the pain you had, it's like, it's still there, but it like fades away into more of an ache than it is actual pain. When he means bearable, you mean your brain is also somewhat at ease. It's almost like calm emotions in a fucking little piece of glass. It's very crunchy, but it's like sugar rocks. Like, it's very crunchy. But it doesn't actually hurt your mouth.
Also, do I notice, has the tide dropped yet?
No. You know about in a day and a half, or I guess 2 days, it'll drop to low tide. And then you'll have 2 days of travel to get to Etoile before it gets to high tide. But yeah. So you guys, way more at ease. Like, you can visually see it on them that they are almost better than they were before. So do with that as you may.
Alright, well, we've got 2 days before we can travel.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And Vigil's like, gimme. And he's like, he goes, hey, can someone please give him a piece?
I just toss the bag back to Vigil.
Nope. He slaps it out of his hand, and he gives him one piece.
Alright, so I'm the only one now who's not drugged up.
Oh no, it's kind of like it kind of like nullifies like pain, and it kind of relaxes you.
Yeah, you see like Boldaius moving his legs like he's not in mind-numbing pain anymore.
Well, I believe you. I don't trust that.
Well, I can tell you I've been taking it for a very long time. I take 3 a day.
Jesus.
You guys hearing this recognize he must be in a ton of pain. Because one of these is getting rid of 4 hours of running.
Yeah.
Or riding. Like, it's a lot.
So where are we going now?
We have 2 days before we can cross the bridge.
So we have 2 days to figure out what we're doing.
I have... All of our letters had something for us on the other side of the bridge. So it obviously makes sense for us to go there. Now, which one we do first is up to you all. I would like to say that I have been... we were aided last night, you know this, Boldaius, by whatever entity it is that allows me to turn to that monster. And so...
That was?
Yeah. And I asked why. He said he wants me to go to the ziggurat. So I would like to hit that first.
And where is
Viz talk.
Okay. Well, it seems to be before Verora, so
Yeah.
Boldaius wouldn't know like the layout of the other side of the bridge, would he?
Well, I mean, everyone knows the countries generally where they are.
Okay.
Know what they're so on the map. Obviously, there are borders. It's no one really knows what's on the other side. They just know there's 3 main countries that they've heard of.
But they don't know which one's first.
The religious zealots of Emura, the very, very closed and safeguarded Viztok. No one really knows anything about inside of that place. Like Korekit's a well-kept secret. That shit is Area 51. Like, it is... No one knows what's inside there. And then there's Ulfeist, which is Land of Beasts, which isn't supposed to have much civilization, but there's something that keeps anyone from going inside of it. Generally. Or at least traveling through.
So he wouldn't know the order of the countries? Like,
He would know
which one?
Ulfeist is the first one you hit.
Okay, gotcha.
And then it goes Viztok to the south and Emura to the side.
Okay.
He would know the general layout. Everyone knows the general layout because they're like, oh yeah, I mean, this is the world. There's not many countries here. Ulfeist has kind of been named the land of monsters because that's the land that there is no civilization, supposedly. But you've been told otherwise.
Yeah.
So.
My letter said Ulfeist is where I need to go, but I think that could possibly wait.
It's the first one we hit, so get yours, then we go to Vistok, and then we can head over to Emura.
That's just a lot of full moons in between. That's my only piece.
What?
There's a lot of full moons in between all that travel. So if that means every full moon you're getting a bracelet on you,
Either bracelet or tie me up to something. Lock me in a room.
Based on what I just saw, that's not gonna help.
yeah, you see some of like the land behind you, and you see like as you kind of like
Like
gaze.
a little damage path.
Yeah, like it looks like something almost took a till through the entire area, especially whenever you started throwing shit at the very end.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking size 18 just holes in the ground.
Oh yeah, Bigfoot ain't got shit on you.
Never mind. About time me up.
What should we do about where we left in Korekit?
Never go back there. I think that is.
I think we shouldn't go back there until we have a handle on the situation. Once we have a handle on the situation, we can blame that on a lot of different things. They seem to be very understanding people, but
Did I do anything?
Oh, you killed 4 people probably.
Great. Good enough.
You did manage to avoid the child, which I'm assuming was you.
Bracelet.
okay. Well, I guess that's handled. We do have 2 days before we do anything. We should be very open with each other now. If you have any questions for me, if you have any questions for each other, we need to be open knowing what we know now. There's nothing to hide from this group. If you are hiding something, then it better damn well be worth it.
Well, me turning into a war thing confirms at least one suspicion about the group that kidnapped me. Is that I believe that they were doing experiments on people while they were unconscious to maybe make the perfect were beast.
That explains why he was so fucking hard to catch. You tore across all of
Yeah,
in one night.
I see that.
I cannot believe the horses didn't die.
How are the horses doing now?
Exhausted. They're very exhausted.
Right.
They're good thing you have 2 days of rest
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they will need every second of that.
Yep.
Right. Create, take up a mistletoe and create Goodberry, and I'll walk up to Gorge and feed him one.
He's very apprehensive, but he's. Roll me an animal handling check.
God. 12.
He's apprehensive, but when you offer the good berry, he.
Do you have any more of those?
Yeah. And I'll throw one to each person.
You have a second one for Church Silver.
And another one for the donkey.
Did you give one to Hemo Wheelie?
Yes. I think that's the last one. Yeah.
I
As
give
fidget-
one to my donkey.
Cool. Donkey. As Vigil's just kind of sitting there.
I have one left.
He definitely looks quizzical about everything going on. As soon as you said something about being captured and turned into werewolves.
Do you have thoughts, Vigil?
I have many.
Do you have one that you are thinking about currently? You look like you have an idea.
Did you see a sigil or like a symbol or like an emblem or another word for? Do you know any other words for that? Does that ring-
Insignia?
Ooh, yeah, that's a big word. Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would I
Yes,
have,
my child. Yes.
would I have seen anything like that?
You would have. You would have seen a claw with 5 claw marks, and above them a half crescent moon.
It takes a minute to remember on what it looked like. Yeah, it was a claw with claw marks and like a half crescent moon over the hand.
Oh. I think I have an idea. Halfheart. Yeah? I think it's Faye. Well, yeah, there's were creep. No, I mean like Faye. Tell the group. Like I said, no more secrets. Okay. Hi. So I think I know the name of the group. If it's the one I'm thinking of, which it could be a subsection of it, it's possible. It's very possible. May not be the whole thing. Maybe like not the whole truth. I think it could be the Naturalist Order.
Have I ever heard of that?
Roll me a deep history check.
Nope. Nope.
What is it?
That one.
Oh, yeah. You've studied a lot of things, specific, and this, from your knowledge of everything you know about the Fae, which is a decent chunk. It wasn't probably your primary studies. It was just you've read a lot of books. You've heard of certain groups appearing, but they're usually elven in nature. Mm-hmm. Nothing usually Fae is very together. So the fact that this is a thing that's where creatures getting together is an issue. So I think it could that could be a thing. Possibly. I really hope not.
What did I look like when I was a were person?
Some sort of large cat.
You look like a panther.
Yeah, you probably turned into a Nagual.
Huh?
A what?
A Nagual. A were-panther.
Got it.
You say that.
I mean,
I've only ever read them as referred to as were-panthers. I never knew that they had their own
Oh,
name.
yeah. A lot of the fake creatures have just specific names. But yeah.
Ah.
Were-panthers. Depending on... It's really weird because we heard a howl at the very beginning that was very, very like a werewolf. And I've heard many werewolves. So... That was confusing.
Yeah, it's
So, either, and I'm not an expert. Hello? Okay. Sometimes lycanthropy can manifest itself depending on who you are as a person. It doesn't always have to be who contracted the lycanthropy. And if it was from some ritual, you could have a lot of different kind of lycanthropy inside of you, so... You could be turning into a multitude of creatures, or you could just stick as a were-panther. Panthers are usually very secluded animals and predatory, so being a lone hunter, that makes sense.
And fucking fast.
Is there a possibility on trying to commune with it? Like,
There definitely is, but I mean, you'd have a better chance of finding that in a mirror. If that's where it's telling you to go,
yeah.
that's where all the research is going to be for that. Unless you want to go to the Feywild, and I'd rather not go back there. Yeah, it's a lot of trouble.
Yeah, let's... There's going to be a very long trip. Is what this seems like it's going to be. So, to Ulfast it is first.
We still have 2 days.
Yep, obviously. After we wait the 2 days.
So after this meeting, what would you guys like to do?
Is there a town anywhere nearby?
Oh no.
Fuck.
Not
I promised my boy some carrots.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to hold on to that promise for a little bit longer.
Shit. I'm gonna spend at least whenever I can because I have to speak with animals on vacation.
Yep.
So like at least once else pick up. Sorry, there's nowhere to get you carrots yet.
It's fine. I'm used to
Can
disappointment.
we not? Can we not? Did you like the part where you got really fast for a minute?
It felt disgusting, and that really resonated with me.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't. You're a terrible actor.
I'm trying, okay?
I didn't want you to try and be emo. I'm
not trying to be emo. I'm trying to make you proud, Dad. God, you don't understand me.
Oh my god, you're actually emo on accident. Oh my god.
Accident. Of course, you call me an accident.
Stop it. Quite literally the only person I have full faith in right now.
I am not a person.
Horse.
I am a horse.
You're the only living creature I have full faith in right now.
I'll take it. I'll wait on my carrots, since I have your faith.
God damn it.
Trauma.
You have to explain this now. We just started laughing. Yes, you do.
I'm not just playing shit. Like our transcribers saying that they highly identify with this horse. Anyway. Is that the end of your conversation?
I just am like, look, let's look at the blueprints together. We can...
I
Found
can't
something.
read.
Then I'll teach you.
Please. Please teach this horse common.
What?
You can understand me speaking.
Yeah, because you are neighing to me, sir.
Huh?
You sound like a horse.
No, right now, but when I'm not doing this, but you still understood me when I was writing.
Yeah, you sound like a horse.
At all times?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Dad?
Okay, we're putting a stop to that. I'm not your father.
Papa.
No.
Insert Star Wars quote here.
Fine. I never knew my real dad anyway.
God damn it. Oh, fine.
He just starts looking at the blueprints with you.
I kind of like try and outline it to him what exactly it is. Like I like so like okay, so this is the entire house, and then this is the different pieces, and then this goes here, and this goes here.
Okay.
He's dumb as a brick, isn't he?
He's a horse.
I know, but you rolled bad.
He rolled okay. He's doing well for a horse. Okay. But also is a horse. Just trying to like he understands very basic things and more you're starting to just even you dumbing it down for you is still very smart in general.
Also, he takes a little bit of time to do what the tiefling told him to do, which is that if he works out, his body will...
Okay, what kind of workouts is he doing?
I have no fucking idea. He does something that he's read in a book sometime.
Okay, which is?
He's doing squats.
Push-ups?
Stuff like that.
Okay, roll me an athletics check.
While this is going on,
Yep.
I went to go hunt. Because it's the only thing that's going to find me happiness right now.
Okay,
So-
roll me a d20 survival check.
16.
Okay. You get about 7 push-ups in
Jesus.
before you get very tired.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like legitimate push-ups. They're like decent form.
Oh,
Boldaius is watching this and it's like everyone was like like the first 3 pretty solid. Okay.
Do I clock him watching?
Were you facing him?
God, no.
No. I mean, if you like sit on your back and then you turn back to the group, and if you are still watching, then yes. Okay. Sir?
16.
16? You don't see any tracks within this area. So you'd have to go for a heavy distance trying to go hunt something. But within a mile of this place, you're not seeing any tracks.
Okay. I'll go back to the group then.
When you go back to the group, you do like see some seagulls.
Try to shoot one out of spite.
Roll me a d20. Roll me an attack roll, my friend.
I miss.
What is it?
Yeah, what is it? Because I rolled a 2.
Still
So
right.
it's a 10.
That is exactly the number you need.
Oh my god.
As you kind of roll me damage. It's the first round of combat. You get your stuff. Oh, you get that on every round of combat. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. I rolled 2 ones, so that's a 6. No, sorry. What? Yeah.
So you see a seagull, and you kind of like walk away from the situation, and then it kind of eats at you, and you just kind of pull it back and just quick fire. And as you do, you wing this gull, and it starts to spiral down the cliffside to the water.
I'll mercy kill it if I can.
You're teaching your horse.
Fair.
By the time you saw it, like you would have like been like here, you would have heard him like fire the bow and like got a little laughter. And by the time it was just cresting over the cliffside. Anything else, sir?
I'm doing this for sport now.
How many arrows do you have?
He's not about to have any after this.
60. And I'm not using my soul arrows either, so
Yep.
about 40. So 39 left.
Okay. Okay. Natural
20.
one.
So
Nice.
he missed. He missed.
As soon as you go to loose another one, you're like, all right, that kind of felt good. The string just breaks as you pull it back. It kind of like slinked back and like
Dear
slapped the
God,
shit
we're
out of
gonna
your arm.
die.
Yeah,
You haven't restrung your bow in a while.
it's been a very long time. And I would definitely have extra string.
Oh yeah. You have you have what you need.
You know what? Is there anything around us, like trees at all? Gotcha.
It's like the savannah. It's very desolate. There's a tree every like mile.
Got it. Never mind.
Okay.
I'll just try to restring it.
Okay. As he's restringing his bow, doing his thing, what are you doing? Boldaius? So I'll check. Yeah.
So there was one thing on Boldaius' mind they didn't want to say in the conversation.
Uh-huh.
And he's gonna pull Alvar.
Okay.
And
Alvar is, as of right now, he seems to be drawing some stuff in the dirt, and then. Oh yeah, what's up?
is Vigil near, or either of them?
Vigil is kind of like trying to look at the blueprints with him and the horse. Vigil's been like kind of like nudging towards you, like that weird like takes a step closer and a step closer.
Alright, look, class is in session. Just get the fuck over here.
Vigil ran over there.
Okay.
I would be by the edge. I'm trying to like.
If you want to push him.
Please push me over.
Gus.
Eldritch Blast. So,
Let me make a new character.
yeah, what's up?
Last night, while I was not in control of my actions, I noticed something similar in you.
Yeah. What would that be?
Some sort of feral nature.
Ah, yeah. I am a druid
Mm.
of sorts. I also happen to have a lot of dirty blood as well.
How do you deal with those impulses?
For me, I try and figure out one where it came from. Not that it really helps much, but it kind of puts your mind at ease. Having a target, an enemy you can fight against. Then after that, I just figure out what triggers it, how I can avoid it. And if I can't avoid it, I let myself feel it all the time so that it becomes numb, becomes normal. It's easier to fight that way.
I pull out my crystal
Uh-huh.
and I plop it down in front of him. Does that do anything for you?
There's a lot of intense emotion coming from that thing, guy. What you doing with that?
That was in that cave where we met Vizala.
Yeah, I saw you hacking at something. What are you gonna do with it?
I have no idea. But something told me I should keep it around.
Yeah? Well, if you can harness whatever you got going on while you're having that thing around, I think you'll do just fine. You seem to have a decent hold on it, as in you're not actively attacking people. But I don't know. Whatever it is, you reacted to the moon as well. So
Felt that.
some otherworldly influence, because that's how it works. When you're not from this plane or have connections outside of this plane, Cajon does some crazy shit. But I'd say take it one day at a time. And remember, you're not alone. None of you are. Unfortunately, you have each other. And you have us. As he kind of nudges towards Vigil. So if you do need something, we are here to help. Unfortunately, it's no longer babysitting. This kind of like looks across the group. You are actually capable, which is nice for once. And he kind of relaxes. He's relaxed for kind of the first time in basically the whole time since you've known him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate it.
Anytime.
Then I'll wrap up the crystal, put it back.
And whenever you're ready, I can talk about my curse. Because I know you're curious about that.
Yeah.
But that's a group discussion. We can handle that tomorrow. Everyone's kind of had a lot on their plate, so. Plus, I gotta figure out what the fuck I'm gonna say. He kind of like turns away and like goes back to the coastline. And you notice he looks directly into the sun. He doesn't gaze at like the sunset. He's like gazing at the sun.
Worrying.
Anything else?
No, he's hurting,
Yep.
so he's just gonna rest.
Cool. You doing anything else, my guy? After you restring your bow?
What check was that?
Survival.
Okay, that was a dirty 20.
Sick.
Righteous. No, I'm just gonna
Relax for the day.
relax. Yeah.
After you attempt to teach your horse about stuff, he can now kind of keep a conversation, but in the same way where you're like, yeah, I know about that. You can talk to me. I can listen. Yeah, that's kind of what it's become. So he's kind of gotten more comfortable around you as well. You're not like best buds or anything, but like,
To drop the fucking stupid.
no, he loves it.
God damn it.
He thinks it's funny, so he's going to continue to do it.
After that's done, I'm gonna look at the back of the blueprints. The name's still gone. As soon as the name's still gone, I'm just gonna be like, and just in my mind, okay, I'm going to the ziggurat for you. Why?
You hear, that isn't me.
Do you know what it is?
This talk.
He gets visibly frustrated. He
Vigil moves out of the way.
he doesn't. He like makes sure to put the blueprints away first. He just pulls out his fucking staff. He starts hitting the ground.
Yeah, fucking. And Vigil starts hitting the ground with you. Yeah.
Vigil, it's okay.
Do we win?
No.
Ah. Well, we can get him next time, right?
No.
Fuck. How can I help? I'll punch my shield.
Look at this. And he shows him the back of the blueprints.
Is blue.
Mm-hmm.
You've been talking about this, and I've been trying to pay attention. This is a blueprint.
Yes, it is.
Haha.
Normally, there's a name here that would say who made the blueprints.
Yeah.
There was a name there when I found it.
Oh. Well, that's some deep magic then.
And I can't. Here's the. Oh, yeah, one more addition to that.
Yeah.
It also will erase anything that I try and read about the person that made it.
So, have they been erased from history?
What?
You said you tried to read about somebody that doesn't exist, so they've been erased.
But the thing is that they were in the books before I got there.
Okay. So, they're in the books before you got there. And they seem to be erased from history. And it's leading you to Viztalk. Do you think Viztalk has something to do with that? Maybe once you go in, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. It's not a bad idea.
So your buddy's not playing a prank on you?
Nope, I asked him and he said it's not him.
Oh. What'd he say?
I said, alright, we're working together now. I'm gonna go to Viztalk to see the ziggurat for you. Why? And he said, that's not me. I said, who is it then? And he said, Viztalk.
So is it the country?
I don't know.
Oh.
He's very vague and he doesn't like to talk.
Oh. That sounds like Alvar. Well, I think if you just don't bug him, but like keep an open ear. Maybe don't always ask for things. Maybe like try and make like simple conversation and not even like actually like, that's how you make friends. That's how I make friends. I just talk to them like they're a normal person and then not try to get anything out of it. And then we talk back and forth. You okay? You look disgusted.
I made a friend.
Yeah, I'm your friend.
No.
Oh.
Before all of this. Before I died.
Oh. What was her name?
Oh, Jesus, it's been a while. Let me think.
Okay.
And I forgot. Her name was Nemea.
I know a Nemea, but she's in the Feywild, so maybe.
The Nemea I knew was a nymph.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Small world.
You said she was in the Feywild. When was she in the Feywild?
Oh, that's where nymphs come from.
Well, I'm aware of that, but like, when was the... Never mind, I don't care.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm sorry for bringing it up. He starts to like kind of walk away. If you need anything, just let me know, I guess. He walks back to Halfheart.
It is not hidden at all that he definitely fucking cares.
Yeah. Yeah. He knows. he's just trying to be respectful. Which is very obvious that he's just trying to be as respectful as possible. Then he goes sits down next to Alvar on the coastline. So what do you guys do when nightfall comes? You have a good berry for 24 hours, so you don't need to eat or anything like that.
Nothing, I just...
Does he cast Tiny Hut again?
Yeah, he can do that.
But I just go and go to sleep.
Cool. As you all go to sleep, sleep doesn't reach you all as well the second night. It's kind of difficult to not turn with your new realizations. With you having her on the brain, as well as the information about Viztalk kind of being outsmarted by Vigil in a certain way, which is also itching.
He's furious, but he's also concerned, but he's also... There's a lot,
Yeah.
and he's feeling emotions again, and he doesn't like it
Yeah.
because he separated himself from everybody he gave a fuck about.
Yeah. So sleep definitely doesn't reach you very well.
No.
Your soreness is starting to come back a little bit. The drugs are now starting to fade away as you guys were able to kind of go about your day. Now as sleep is hitting, the pain is starting to hit again. The crystal's very quiet for you, which kind of worries you. And as your dirty blood is on your mind, and you catch a sort of sleep, very restless. If anyone's awake from time to time, you see Boldaius is actively moving around in his sleep. As well as you are absolutely disgusted in yourself. The amount of hatred that you felt for any drow kind of turned on yourself more than anything you usually would feel about yourself, depending on how you feel. But there is a part of you, a very, very small part, which kind of sits in your brain. Something that one of your buddies, one of your smarter friends, not Alukna, but the other one, he would constantly say, the more you know about an enemy, the easier it is. The more you know about the beast you hunt, easier it is to find it. Know yourself, know your enemy. And those words give you hope. Because now, everything you need to find out about these creatures is inside you. You can use this. It's powerful. But the rest of you fucking hates it. So sleep does not reach you very well. But it does. As exhaustion is still kicking in, the pain dulling your senses, making you feel very, very, very tired. As you do fall asleep, you are back once again in that plane of existence. There are no lights. You look down, and you see fur. Brown fur. Your form is much larger than you remember. As you kind of hold out your paws, they're almost like bear paws. But you have a thumb to grip. Your recollection, knowing the creatures that you hate, you're a werebear right now. As you look forward, you see a fountain. Some sort of natural fountain where the stream is kind of circling around and there's a little spout in which water is starting to drip around. There's moss all around it, and it's the only thing in front of you. What do you do?
I'll stumble my way over towards the fountain.
You start to move your form. Your very much larger form. You have complete control and agility in this form. You are very comfortable in this form. As you start to walk your way over to this fountain, you look inside of it, and you see your face, DeGale. What do you do?
As I am looking into this fountain, seeing that my face is there instead of whatever is here, I'll swipe at it, see if it changes.
At the water? The
Yeah.
fountain.
The water.
As you go to strike the water, the claws like kind of rake against the fountain a little bit, and it shimmers a little bit, and you see multiple animals kind of coming over like your face, and then it's back to DeGale.
I'm going to take my claws and like try to scar my face
Okay.
and see if it changes anything in the water.
A searing hot pain hits your face as you start to rake it down. You feeling blood start to pool on your skin, everything starting to get warm with blood. No change. As you can see yourself bleeding in the fountain. The blood drops into the water. The whole fountain starts to fill up with blood. And as the water starts to dilute with, or the blood starts to dilute the water, and it gets heavier and heavier, the fountain drops. And inscribed, there is a giant rune, a circular spiral. And in the center, you see this little claw. It looks no bigger than an acorn. It's a little claw. In the middle.
Bend down, look at it for a second, and then I'll pick it up and
As you go to pick it up, it grabs your finger, crawls up your spine, cinches at your spine, and you awaken in the morning.
check my face see if it's bloody or not.
It is scarred. It has been healed over completely. You now have a 5-claw scar on the right side of your head. You all sleep pretty well. All things considered. No dreams, no crazy visions. But you all awaken the next day, and you do see DeGale. You all kind of awaken at the same time.
And as I wake up, first thing I'll feel my face for the scar to see if it's there, and I feel it, and it's like. Then I reach for the back of my neck. Let's see if the thing that crawled on me is there.
You do feel a little triangle, like puncture wound.
Got it.
No blood.
Like this whole time, like my face is like, that's how it is right here. Is
Yeah.
The left side of my face is facing towards them, and then eventually look over and.
What the hell happened to you?
Enjoy some self-mutilation overnight, did we?
Seems so.
I think it looks cool.
Thanks.
I mean, I don't disagree, but
I think it looks concerning. As Alvar looks over to Vigil.
You said I was a werepanther, right?
Yeah.
Dream last night. It's like the plane that we were in. Instead of seeing lights and telling me that God still existed, it was a fountain with there was a water fountain that
seemed to be more of a natural fountain than like a man-made one. And when I was in this dream state, I was not a panther, but a bear. I went over to the fountain and looked down and saw my face. And splashed the water a little bit, see if it changed anything, and I saw other animals. Panthers, tiger, bear.
So it sounds like Vigil, or Alva, whoever said it, was on to something.
Yeah. And then I gave myself a scar.
I see that.
Does this look like an old scar or a fresh scar?
It in the middle. It looks like it's like a few months old.
Okay.
And there's some magic line in that.
Yeah.
And it's healed. Like, well.
Vigil kind of hops over, pats you on the back, gives you like 5 lay on hands, looks at it real closely. Yeah, no, that's pretty good.
Also, you said Vigil doesn't sleep, right? There would probably be a couple of murmurs of the man in his sleep.
Yeah. He didn't say anything.
But yeah. And so I clawed myself and dripped blood into the fountain, and then the fountain kind of just went down into a room, a little spiral room, and then in the middle of that there was an acorn-sized hand, or bare hand, or whatever it was, claw. And then I went to go pick it up, and it climbed me. And I'll turn around and whip my hair back up, and there's a little triangle.
I can't see. A little lower.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Sit down, and I'll.
Oh, wow. That's
all
concerning.
right. That's worrisome because that's where the brain typically connects to you.
Stand back up and.
How do you feel? Like, physically?
Alva, do you know anything of mind control?
I feel like myself, but feel more kind of attuned with whatever is inside me now. So
That's good. I
Yeah,
mean,
all bad.
there's all sorts of mind control in this fucking world, but I don't know about stuff like that. That's, I wouldn't say like the stuff you're dealing with, but definitely old magic.
Vigil, I need to talk to you. Out here.
Oh, okay, sorry.
When did you see him there?
Before I started working with Alvar,
How long ago was that?
about 6 years ago.
So before I died.
5 years ago. 5 years ago. Sorry.
Shit. So then after. Well, that's good. I mean, she went back.
In trouble?
No, that's.
Okay.
I needed to make sure she was safe after we parted ways.
Oh yeah, she's doing great. She has her own glade.
What?
Oh, whenever, because nymphs are one of the only creatures I can go like back and forth from the Feywild, through like very, very like pretty places. whenever they live for so long or acquire like enough power, they can actually develop their own glade. Their own like piece of the.
I didn't know you said that. I didn't. You spoke too fast.
Oh, sorry. I've been told I should be a rapper.
A what?
It's one of the new musics that's coming out. It's devil music. It's fine.
Okay. Do you know where a glade is?
Well, it's in the Feywild, so
I thought they used it to carouse back and forth.
well, they can, but usually like they stay in the Feywild, and then like that's where I know where to find it. On here, I have no clue, but I can walk through the Feywild pretty well, so I can find it that way. But I can't find it in this shit show. As he like looks around the world.
Why do you stay here?
I don't have my wings.
So?
Well, it's kind of important for a fairy to have their wings in the Feywild. Yeah. I'm kind of stuck here until I get them back.
Okay, well that answers questions that I needed to answer.
Okay. Any more questions? Let me know. Okay. He just walks back to the
I was gonna say, the second like it's happy, it's like Dagger's like, get the fuck away from me with that shit.
Okay. Alvar, I made a friend.
If Alvar looks
Pat,
back at me,
Pat,
it's just like
he doesn't. He knows. Pat. All right. Well, I guess it's about time. I spilled the beans. I guess since we're talking about ourselves.
we are.
Well, we have
Kinda.
a weird.
Oh yeah, you.
we have
Sorry,
a weird person.
Mine is also.
We had a conversation. You're not the only one with dirty blood. To let you know. You're not alone. Boldaius has dirty blood. I have dirty blood. Fucking, he's got dirty everything.
Thanks.
Okay.
So,
What makes you dirty?
well, I right now work for a devil because one of my souls is in a contract.
Is that who the benefactor is?
Yep.
One of?
One of.
And so what's the name?
How do you have multiple souls?
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but you get one soul.
For mortals, yeah.
Alright, forgive me for my lack of understanding of the Celestial.
Well, as an Aasimar, when you're born, you are mortal, human. When you ascend to higher callings, depending on what route you take, there's a possibility of gaining access to more souls. I happen to be forced to wrench souls away from other Celestials. I was young. I was a soldier. I wanted to do the right thing. And I paid for it. I was given the power that I wanted. And things just didn't turn out the way that I wanted them to. As I say, the path to hell was paved with good intentions. So, the benefactor used me in the war has one of his biggest weapons. There's a big spot in the 9th level of hell for me. Roll me a religion check, all of you. You don't have. I mean, a 5 gets you like the bare minimum.
I nat 1.
Okay.
10.
23.
Okay. So you're not 1. You're going to hell too. What's the big deal? You murdered. You know the 9th realm of hell is for the most despicable people. You know specifically, one, it's ruled by Asmodeus, who's the biggest of the big bads in the devil hierarchy. But not only that, the 9th realm of hell is meant for people who are traitors. They are meant for people who actively betray everything they've stood for, anyone in the way. They're for the most despicable people. And when he says that you can, without even having to roll an insight check, you could just sense the regret on him.
So who'd you betray?
And you see him kind of reach behind him and take off his like half cape, and when he does, he shunts his wings out and you see 8 pairs of wings, kind of like almost like in a Da Vinci style.
Yeah.
Those aren't yours, are they?
Nope. Like I said, and he shunts him back. I did what I thought was necessary, and I was forced to do much more.
How big is the benefactor? You're already dealing with Asmodeus, obviously. That's a problem for you, but I'm assuming that's not. God, I hope that's not the benefactor.
No, he's worse.
I'm sorry.
Asmodeus is at least restricted to the 9 hells,
The benefactor isn't.
to my knowledge.
Got it.
Because the scariest people are the ones you know nothing about.
And you know nothing about him.
Never met him.
So he sent you like a letter and said to come get us.
He only works in dead drops. The closest I got was a crossroad demon that I pulverized the ever-living shit out of. And he got me a one-on-one through, let's just say, a very weird sending message in a conversation. I've heard his voice, but I've never seen him. He made me strong enough to take on the armies of heaven.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
And now he's restricting my power to where I can't even turn into a dragon anymore.
Well, hopefully we can, on this journey, be able to.
Yeah.
Zanis just isn't at the. Can't turn into a dragon anymore. Zanis has reached his fucking limit.
Yeah.
he turns around, he walks straight to the cliff, and immediately says, in his head, to whatever entity it is, I need a friend. I want to be friends.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
I was gonna say, he is desperate.
He is down bad, horrifically.
Oh,
That is 16.
You hear a name. Well, my name is Trilaka.
Thank you.
It is Trilllokka.
Oh god. Glocka, pull out the Glocka.
Hey, yo. So, you guys have any other questions?
Boldaius is mind blown. He's like, what the fuck am I into right now?
The things I do know about the benefactor is that he's always working an angle, but he has a lot of ties. He himself doesn't seem to be insanely powerful, but he definitely has friends in high places. I think that's his biggest threat. Everyone owes him something. Everyone.
When you say high places, you mean like I don't know if kings or queens exist in this.
Oh, they do.
Okay.
Each country has their own hierarchy.
Gotcha. Does that mean that he has dealings with a king per se?
Oh, he probably has his hand in just about every government.
Got it. Well, that's lovely.
Now you know why I act the way I do.
Got it.
Hopefully that's clear.
That clear as day.
I'm sorry for keeping this from you, but
It's
you can't trust anyone.
definitely get that. You too. I mean, we've said our shit. Anything more that we need to know about either one of you?
Zanis like turns back around and goes like,
Is there anything else that we need to know about you?
Do you have any questions about
the weird thing you do, whatever spectral shadow thing?
that
Yeah.
hellish monster?
Yeah. Well, why do you not like it?
Would you like feeling your physical body be ripped to shreds?
So that's what that does. No. So I'm sorry you have to deal with that. Also, this nymph. Seems like.
I don't think you would have heard about that.
No, I don't. Got it. Never mind. Ignore that.
No, he kept those conversations very secret.
Got it. Boldaius.
What you probably need to know, Mappy, is stuff that I'm still trying to figure out.
Got it.
I know nothing of my past.
Okay.
I have a question. What did you all want? Why did you ask for what you asked for from the tiefling?
As I've said to you guys, I was kidnapped, but it wasn't just me, it was my whole family and my clan. They murdered all the men, but kept all the women and children. So, I would like to see my family again, which is why they're at least getting my mom. So,
Boldaius.
Yes.
Why did you ask for what you asked for?
I want to know my past.
There's a reason that I died. There was a person masquerading as a librarian in my hometown. I threw myself into books out of neglect from my family, and she used me to start collecting pieces of a spell of sorts, things that she needed to cast it. Always telling me not to read them until she had seen them first. I got curious one day. I read a scroll that unleashed an absurd amount of necrotic energy. After that, got back, she was gone, and I started dying. It took months, years even. Eventually I was nothing more than a corpse. And got desperate and asked what I thought was a god for help on the very last seconds of life that I had. I got help.
not the help you wanted.
Nope. And, well, if I'm going to be breathing for now, I'm going to spend a lot of my time making sure that she stops.
What does this person look like so we can know on who to look for?
I would assume she doesn't look like what I thought she looked like. She was, like I said, masquerading as a librarian. She just seemed like a normal human, just librarian. I would assume that she looks nothing like that. There's a reason that I asked for everything they could tell me about her. I do not believe that I actually knew a thing. I was a child.
Gotcha. So, when did you die? Like, age-wise?
I don't remember. I gotta remember.
Your death date? You don't remember?
Dude.
Your rebirth date?
It's 22.
How old are you now?
22. I didn't live very long. I didn't have my second life for very long before I was kidnapped.
Got it. Boldaius, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Oh my god, you sweet child.
And how old are you?
With the 5 years on, I'm 32.
Alva. Let's just get this one out of the way.
Don't you know it's rude to ask a woman his age?
So, unless I am completely mistaken,
Could be.
I hope not.
You're not. No. What year is it? Oh yeah. About 1700, 1730 something.
38.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, oh baby.
Mitchell,
Yeah.
how old are you?
I was hoping someone would ask. I'm 999. My 1000th birthday is coming up. I'm so excited.
And when is that?
I have no clue. I just get a good feeling.
Okay.
What? You know when you turn 1,000. Come on.
Alva, is he actually?
Yeah. As far as I can tell, he's a fairy. I don't think they age. They're basically immortal. Unfortunately. Hey!
Alright.
Emo
So-
Wheelie.
1.5.
So was it just built in to your personality that you're so aggressive, or
I can be more aggressive.
no? That you're
Pulls out the
perfect.
I just don't take no shit from no bitches.
I cannot wait for you to be big.
Do I still have the stuff I bought?
You do, actually.
Okay.
It seemed to transform into what you were wearing.
Okay, cool. So let's see what I got.
I can't wait to be big either.
Nah. Whatever you get big, I have this for you.
I want a bigger one. Eventually.
Gotcha.
I want to crush my enemies.
Anyway,
I'll get you a big old battle hammer.
It's hammer time.
I love King Willie. He's great.
And with that day beginning to come to a close, as you guys will do whatever you will do on that day, we'll go to the next day, where low tide begins. Your journey restarts. I think that's a good place to stop. So, thank you all for coming along on this wonderful journey that is Dice Quest and Chaos. I am your Dungeon Master, Caine Harrison. I'll
how does
see
go from the most chaotic fucking episode to like deep ass background?
You're welcome.
Also,
Good. Use it. Use your hatred. Feel your anger. Feel power. Yeah, I think so, bro.
unlimited power.
Or, die to like a 3,000 foot fall into waves.
Almost happened.
We will get that recap video out at some point.
Some point.
Some point. What the fuck is that?
Bye, guys. See you next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
For more chaos.
More quests and some dice.
At some point.
Garrison.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You have a shit ton of
GG
Mountain Dew.
easy.
I am ready to throw out the damn door. If you don't do it, 5, 4.
I'll kill him, Wheelie. I'll kill him. No! I'll fucking do it. Yuck.
If he kills him, will I kill you? IRL!